it's full of minerals and vitamins. I 100% agree with that. For the most part, nobody that I know of in St. Lucia would even think of adding salt to their sea moss. That is the most ridiculous idea I've ever it literally makes no sense, right? Why add like fuck, you know what I mean? Salt is an added cost. Salt is not cheap. It's not free. So why add more stuff to the sea moss if it's not needed, right? The salt that's coming off that is it's just a naturally occurring salt, and it's a good sign. It's sea salt has minerals in it. There's a reason why we have pink sea salt, because it's supposed to have all these trace minerals. There's no difference than that of the sea moss, the salt that comes off the sea moss. Now, one thing I'd like to add is that if I were someone who wanted to use the sea moss salt, I would make sure that I filter it to the point, because when you are getting the salt, there's all kinds of debris in there. And the sea moss salt is very fine. So it is possible to filter it in a way so that you reduce, different pieces of grass, dirt, sand, whatever that might get into it. And that's what I would be, that's what I would be cautious of when putting it in my food. Now, it's definitely great to put into your water and soak in it, like Epsom salts or like a bath bomb and stuff like that. It's good to put on your skin, your face, your hair. You know what I mean? Add it into scrubs and stuff. The sea moss salt, it's full of minerals. So the added salt is only on the goopy sea moss salt that you can easily find from the Asian markets for $2.99 or $4.99 a pound. Yes, well, here's the thing. I don't think that sea moss had salt added to it. I think that's still the naturally occurring sea moss. But the way they dry that sea moss is dried in a way that causes the crystals to form larger. So the salt, because I believe that a lot of that sea moss is done in a commercial environment. And so if you had 50 tons of sea moss that you need to dry, it's not convenient for them to just spread it out on the sun and dry it. They'll put it in a machine to dehydrate it. Well, it's possible, my mind thinking, that if you have it in the dehydrator, that the salt crystals will form faster because there's a machine that's actually pushing the drying process faster than natural, so the crystals would form bigger. I don't know. I have never did any proof to know that, but that's sort of like my logical conclusion I draw from. But you definitely don't want to get this kind of sea moss that's from the Asian food markets, not because it's fake, but because it's just not good value. At $2.99, $3.99 a pound, the pound that you get is like, if you compare it to the sea moss we sell, it's like 1 ounce of our sea moss equals like 1 pound of their sea moss, because it's so wet and full of moisture that, because they don't completely dry it, that it weighs more, and so you don't get good value. That's my view of